What if I told you that there's a 30% breathing trick that could add 10 to 15% more distance to your runs without any extra training? Sounds too good to be true, right? But here's what happened when I tried it. My name is Matt and I help runners to train smarter, not just harder. And today's topic, breathing. Simple, right? But most runners don't realize how much it affects their performance until they fix it. When you run, your body suddenly needs a lot more oxygen. Your breath becomes your fuel line. And if that line is kinked, if you're breathing poorly, you're cutting off your own energy supply. And it's not just physical. Bad breathing messes with your mental game too. It increases stress signals to your brain, breaks your rhythm, and keeps you from getting into that elusive flow state. But when your breath is dialed in, you feel calm, strong, focused, like you could just keep going. Now let's talk about what bad breathing actually looks like, because it's more common than you probably think it is. Have you ever caught yourself chuffing from your chest, shoulders climbing towards your ears? Well, that's shallow chest breathing, and it tires you out really fast. Or maybe you've been gulping air through your mouth, like you're panicking. That kind of breathing throws off your CO2 balance and leaves you dizzy or lightheaded. And then there's posture. When you're tense, clencing your jaw, scrunching your shoulders, all that restricts airflow. But the most common mistake, you only start thinking about breathing when you're already suffering. At that point, it's damage control. So let's turn it around. What happens when you breathe well? First, you get more oxygen to your muscles, which means more energy and less fatigue. Your heart rate stays lower at the same pace, which means that it also will be easier to do heart rate zone training. For example, if before you struggled to stay in heart rate zone 2, with the right breathing it will become way easier. And also your posture improves, your focus sharpens, and those annoying side stitches become way less frequent. And here's a bonus. Good breathing over time even improves your VO2 max, which is a fancy way of saying that your body gets better at using oxygen more efficiently. But here's the wild part. You might even get faster without changing anything else but the way you're breathing. Now let's talk about mouth versus nose breathing, because there's a lot of confusion out there. Nose breathing is great when you're running, easy. It filters and warms the air, it helps you to breathe deeper, and it even boosts your oxygen efficiency through something called nitric oxide. It also forces you to slow your breath and engage your diaphragm. Big wins for endurance and control. But as your effort increases, your body needs more oxygen, fast, and that's when mouth breathing takes over. It lets you bring in a larger volume of air quickly, especially during tempo runs, sprints or hill repeats. Now, when the pace picks up, like on moderate or intense runs, it's still worth it trying to breathe through your nose, if you can. The more you practice, the better your body adapts. But if you're gasping or feel limited, it's totally fine to breathe through your mouth, especially on harder efforts. Just make sure it's deep belly breathing, not shallow and fast from the chest. So here's the takeaway. Try to inhale through your nose as much as possible, even when it's tough, and only use mouth breathing when you need it. Think of it as a skill you build, and not as a rule that you follow. And before I'm sharing a few running breathing techniques with you, I want to share something that I think you love. It's called Runami, a digital running coach app powered by AI. It's not just another tracker or a template. You can actually talk to it. You can ask questions, ask advice, and get personalized training plans built on your current pace, lifestyle, and goals. So whether you're just starting out and want to build a running base or are training for a half marathon, Runami is like having a coach in your pocket every single day. If that sounds like something you'd find helpful, then there's a link to the waitlist in this video description. You can sign up and then you get early access and a discount when it launches. I'm really excited for it and I think that it will make the difference for a lot of runners. So now let's talk about how to actually breathe better when you run. Start with posture. Stand tall, shoulders relaxed, head stacked over your spine, not leaning forward. Now place one hand on your belly. Breathe in through your nose. If your belly rises, you're doing it right. But if your chest pops up first, reset and try again. This is called diaphragmatic or belly breathing, and is the foundation of a good running breath. If you're working on nasal breathing, then slightly press your tongue to the roof of your mouth. It helps direct airflow and keeps your mouth from popping open unnecessarily. And here's how you can build it. First, try it lying down, then try it while seated, and then try it on walks. Eventually, it will feel natural enough to use it on your runs. Let's talk about techniques. And these are where things get fun. I have 4 things that you can try. First, try step-based breathing. On easy runs, breathe in for 4 steps and then out for 4. As your pace increases, shift to in for 2, out for 4. And when you're pushing hard, try in for 2, out for 2. This will keep things smooth and in sync. Another technique you can try is rhythmic breathing. Try inhaling for 3 steps and exhaling for 2. That shifts which foot you land on during each exhale, which helps to spread the impact evenly over both sides of your body. If you ever had nagging injuries on just one side, then this breathing technique might help. And then there's also this great drill. Raise your arms overhead while walking and try to breathe deeply into your belly without letting your ribs flare. It's harder than it sounds, and it teaches your body to breathe efficiently and stay aligned under mild stress. And don't forget off-run training. You can do 5 minutes of breathwork after waking up or before bed. Or you could try something unexpected, like singing or yoga. Both train breath control and build diaphragm strength in ways that carry over beautifully into your runs. So yeah, breathing, it seems simple, but it's actually really powerful. Get it right and you will feel calmer, run stronger and recover faster. So start small. Practice belly breathing, use your breathing spectrum, try syncing your breath to your stride, and just bring a little bit more awareness to your breath on your next run. If this helped you, then please hit the like button and let me know in the comments what is your biggest breathing struggle while running. And of course, make sure to subscribe for more running tips. Now, take a deep breath, lace up, and I'll see you in the next one.